Hi, I have in front of me a compact trifold TV aerial. Okay, so this is an extremely clever design. It's a complete kit. It's everything you need. It's recommended for use in sort of medium gain areas. But we've actually tried this and it's worked actually even in very weak signal areas. I found actually quite good results on this. So the reason we like it so well is it comes in a single very neatly packed kit. Everything you need in it, and the assembly on it is incredibly simple. So let's just come along, and what I'll quickly do is I'll just give an overview of what's in the kit as we do the assembly on it. So this is the main part of the aerial here. So normally we'll say there's quite a bit of to and fro with aerials. In this one, just lean it forward, push it forward, top and bottom. And what we do here is we have a locking mechanism on both sides. So we just lock it here, and we do the same here, and with the aerial locked into position then. So the next thing here is we're adding on the gain here by coming along, and what I can do here is I can just push this in, I turn the aerial over, and I push it in again, and there we are. So next we need to come along, and this is where we'll actually connect on the cable here, and it's an F-style connector on it, which is really great because it means that the connection, we can have the cable terminated with an F connector and simply screw into position, and it just makes it that much easier. So what we'll see here is, I'm just going to assemble it from the wrong way, but what we have here is two holes on the top and one hole underneath, and then this lines up with a hole that's straight through and a hole that's only partially. And what we'll do here is I'm just going to slide this straight through, and then we get our wing nut here again. We do the assembly on the bottom. So I can just lock this into position here, spin it around, and that's it, locked in. Okay, so this is how we'd assemble it, and we'd mount it like this. And how we're going to mount it, well, we use this bracket here. It'll simply slide along onto the aerial itself, and then when we have the back part of it here, I'll just try to demonstrate it as best I can. This will clamp onto either the bracket that comes with it or a pole. Okay, so you have it there and you can lock it directly into position. So if you had a pole there from a previous Chorus installation or previous aerial, you can do it. More likely you'll be mounting it directly onto this bracket here. So you're obviously going to be aiming the aerial directly towards your local transmitter, and we have a full transmitter map available on freetv.ie showing all the main transmitter, or you can actually click through and we have all the sub-transmitters, of which there's about 40 or 50 in Ireland, and obviously in the UK, probably between transmitters and sub-transmitters, there's probably about 250 in total. So we can mount this directly onto the wall, and we'll be using plugs, 4 plugs and 4 screws to do this if you want to use the full, and we can choose to mount it this way, or we can choose to mount it this way. And it's an aluminium material, so it means it just won't wear. Okay, so it's very resistant to the weathering. In terms of cabling, we've 10 meters of coaxial cable here. It's good quality cable. And what we have inside the pack here is 4 screws, 4 plugs, 10 clips for holding it. We have the F-type connector for attaching the cable directly onto the aerial. And also then what we have is coaxial cable connector, which will go directly on either to our set-top box or TV directly. So we have an instruction manual here that gives an overview of it, but you can see the assembly is so straightforward. Now, most aerials are relatively straightforward to put together, but nothing is as simple as this that we've seen over the years. The fact it comes in a retail box, it's 4G as well, and the importance of that is it's covering just the terrestrial band that's being used currently by the terrestrial broadcast for both Sairview in Ireland and Freeview in the UK. And it also has a filter inside it as well. So it means that if there's interference coming from the new 4G networks, it'll actually filter it out, and it has that built into the aerial itself. So it's really high-end aerial at a great price. So that's it anyway, an overview of the Tristar compact trifold TV aerial kit from brand name manufacturer Filex, available on the freetv.ie website.